Did you know that squid sausages are taking the culinary world by storm? That's right. These delicious treats are not just a novelty, they're becoming a staple in kitchens around the globe. Let's dive into this fascinating world and discover how millions of these tasty sausages are made in a factory setting. The process begins with the arrival of the squid at the factory. Typically, the squid is delivered in a frozen state to maintain its freshness during transportation. Freezing is an essential step in preserving the squid's quality, as it helps prevent the growth of bacteria and other microorganisms that could spoil the product. Once the squid is cleaned, the next step is to separate it into its main components, the head and the tentacles. This separation is typically done manually by skilled workers who have been trained to handle the squid carefully. The head, which contains the squid's mantle, the main body part, is separated from the tentacles. The tentacles, along with other ingredients, are used to prepare the filling for the sausage. The tentacles are first chopped into small pieces. The chopping process can be done manually or using specialized machines that ensure uniformity in size. The small pieces of tentacles will add texture and flavor to the sausage. In addition to the tentacles, vegetables such as peppers and carrots are chopped into small pieces and added to the filling. These vegetables not only add flavor, but also contribute to the visual appeal of the sausage, providing a contrast of colors. The peppers may add a hint of spiciness, while the carrots contribute a mild sweetness. Once all the ingredients are chopped, they are mixed thoroughly. The mixing process ensures that the flavors are evenly distributed throughout the filling. This step is crucial as it determines the consistency and taste of the final product. The mixture must be well balanced, with each ingredient complementing the others. After the filling has been prepared, it's time to stuff the squid heads. The head of the squid, which has been kept intact, is carefully opened and the filling mixture is spooned inside. This step requires precision and care, as the head must be filled evenly without tearing the delicate squid mantle. Once the filling is inside, the opening of the head is closed using sticks. The sticks are carefully inserted through the edges of the squid head to secure the filling inside. This is a traditional method of sealing, ensuring that the filling stays in place during cooking. With the squid heads stuffed and secured, they are now ready to be cooked. The cooking process is typically done in an oven, where the squid sausages are exposed to controlled heat. Cooking is a critical step that serves multiple purposes. It not only cooks the filling, but also helps the squid head to firm up, ensuring that the sausage holds its shape. Once the sausages have cooled sufficiently, the sticks that were used to close the squid heads are removed. This step is done carefully to ensure that the sausages remain intact. Removing the sticks leaves a neat and uniform sausage that is ready for the next stage. After the sticks are removed, the squid sausages are typically frozen. Freezing is done to preserve the sausages until they are ready to be shipped to consumers. Freezing also helps lock in the flavors and maintain the texture of the sausage. The sausages are placed in a blast freezer, where they are rapidly frozen to very low temperatures. Rapid freezing is preferred as it prevents the formation of large ice crystals, which can damage the texture of the squid. The frozen sausages are then packaged in airtight wrapping to protect them from freezer burn and contamination. When consumers are ready to enjoy the squid sausage, they simply need to thaw it, slice it, and fry it to their liking. The frying process adds a crispy exterior to the sausage, while the inside remains tender and flavorful. The journey of the crabs begins at sea, where they are caught by fishermen using traps or nets. Once the crabs are pulled from the water, they are carefully transferred from the boat to a transport vehicle. This step is crucial because crabs are highly perishable, and their quality can deteriorate quickly if not handled properly. The crabs are often placed in containers or baskets that allow for good air circulation, which helps keep them alive during transport. The timing of this stage is critical, as any delay can affect the quality of the final product. Factories are often located near the coast to minimize the time between catching and processing. This proximity helps maintain the freshness of the crabs, which is essential for producing high-quality seafood. Upon arrival at the factory, the crabs are still alive, which is a testament to the careful handling they received during transport. The first step at the factory is sorting the crabs. Sorting is done to categorize the crabs based on size, species, and overall quality. This step ensures that each batch of crabs is uniform, which is important for consistent processing and cooking times. The sorting process is usually done manually by trained workers who can quickly assess the crabs. After sorting, the crabs are weighed. Weighing is an essential step because it determines how much product will be processed and helps in calculating the yield. Accurate weighing also plays a role in quality control, as it ensures that the crabs meet the required standards for size and weight before they are further processed. Following the weighing process, the crabs are placed in large basins filled with water. These basins are designed to keep the crabs alive and in good condition before they are frozen. The water in the basins is usually kept at a specific temperature that is optimal for the crabs, preventing them from becoming stressed or weakened. The crabs may be held in these basins for a short period to allow them to settle before the next stage of processing. The water is often filtered and oxygenated to create an environment that is as close as possible to the crab's natural habitat, which helps in maintaining their vitality. Once the crabs have been sorted, weighed, and held in the water basins, they are ready for freezing. Freezing is a crucial step in the crab processing process, as it preserves the freshness and quality of the meat. The crabs are usually frozen using a blast freezer, which rapidly reduces their temperature to very low levels. The rapid freezing process prevents the formation of large ice crystals, which can damage the delicate texture of the crab meat. By freezing the crabs quickly, the factory ensures that the crabs retain their natural flavor and texture when they are eventually cooked. After the initial freezing, the crabs are thawed slightly to allow for cutting, which slice the crabs into the desired portions or sections. This step is essential for preparing the crabs for cooking or for further processing, ensuring that each piece of crab is uniform in size and shape. Following the cutting process, the crab pieces are placed on a conveyor belt where they undergo a thorough washing. The conveyor belt system moves the crab pieces through a series of washing stations where they are cleaned with cold, fresh water. This washing process helps remove any residual shell fragments, dirt, or other impurities that may have adhered to the crabs during the cutting process. The constant movement on the conveyor belt ensures that each piece is evenly and thoroughly cleaned. After washing, the crabs are subjected to a final freezing process. This freezing step ensures that the crabs are preserved in their optimal state, ready for packaging. Like the initial freezing, this step is done rapidly to prevent the formation of large ice crystals, maintaining the quality of the meat. The crabs are frozen at extremely low temperatures to ensure that they remain safe for consumption until they reach the consumer. Once the crabs have been fully processed and frozen, they are ready for packaging. Packaging is done in a clean, sterile environment to prevent contamination. The crabs are placed in airtight containers or vacuum-sealed bags, which help protect them from freezer burn and maintain their freshness. The packaging also includes labeling that provides important information such as the type of crab, weight, and expiration date. After packaging, the crabs are returned to a freezer for storage. This final freezing ensures that the crabs remain at a safe temperature until they are shipped to retailers or consumers. They are shipped to grocery stores, restaurants, or directly to consumers, where they can be thawed and cooked. Chicken processing in a factory is a highly regulated and controlled process designed to ensure that the meat is safe, hygienic, and of high quality. Before any processing begins, the workers must prepare themselves to maintain the strict hygiene standards required in a food processing environment. Once the workers are prepared, the processing of the chickens begins. The chickens are hung on a conveyor belt system that moves them through various stages of the processing line. Hanging the chickens by their legs on the conveyor belt allows for efficient processing, as they can be easily handled and maneuvered by automated systems or workers. The first stage of processing involves thoroughly washing the chickens. This washing process is essential to remove any dirt, feathers, or other impurities that may still be on the chickens after slaughter. The chickens are washed using high-pressure water jets or sprays that ensure every part of the bird is cleaned. The washing process also helps to reduce the microbial load on the chicken, which is important for food safety. After washing, the chickens are visually inspected to ensure that they are clean and ready for the next stage of processing. After washing, the chickens are placed in large baskets. These baskets are used to organize the chickens and prepare them for the subsequent processing stages. The baskets are designed to allow for good air circulation, which helps in maintaining the quality of the meat. Placing the chickens in baskets also allows for easier handling and transportation within the factory. Once in the baskets, the chickens are wrapped in a large bag. This step is crucial for maintaining hygiene and preventing any contamination as the chickens are moved to the next processing stage. The next stage in the process involves boning and cutting the chickens. This is where the bones are removed from the chicken meat, which is a delicate process that requires precision. The boning process can be done manually by skilled workers or with the help of machines designed specifically for this purpose. After boning, the chicken is cut into smaller, more manageable pieces. These cuts can vary depending on the intended final product. Once the chicken has been boned and cut, it is chopped into even smaller pieces. This step is often done using industrial-grade chopping machines that can process large quantities of meat quickly and efficiently. The chopped chicken is then mixed with spices, which are added to enhance the flavor of the meat. The mixing process is carried out in large mixers that ensure the spices are evenly distributed throughout the meat. This step is crucial for creating a consistent and flavorful product. The type and amount of spices used can vary depending on the recipe or the product being made, whether it's seasoned chicken pieces, nuggets, or other processed chicken products. After the chicken has been chopped and mixed with spices, it is ready to be packed. The meat is placed in packaging that is designed to keep it fresh and protected from contamination. The packaging process is highly automated in many factories, with machines that can quickly and efficiently pack large quantities of chicken. Once the chicken is packed, it is wrapped in an additional layer of protection, such as plastic wrap or vacuum-sealed bags. This wrapping helps to extend the shelf life of the chicken by preventing exposure to air and moisture, which can cause spoilage. The packaging is also labeled with important information such as the product name, weight, ingredients, and expiration date. The final step in the process is boxing and shipping the packed and wrapped chicken. The packaged chicken is placed in boxes for easy transportation. These boxes are often made of sturdy materials that can withstand the rigors of transport and protect the chicken from damage. The boxes are loaded onto refrigerated trucks to ensure that the chicken remains at the proper temperature during transport, maintaining its freshness and quality until it reaches the consumer. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about squid sausages? Have you ever tried them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if there are any other food production processes you're curious about, drop those suggestions too. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more delicious content.